How the heck y'all doing, man? You already know. And if you don't know, then I guess you finna know, motherfucker. But y'all should already know how the heck we rocking today, man. It's big Sage Life shit, bro. Navi the Sage and alive and fleshing in the building. Hope all y'all having a great day. But yeah, man, we just on here talking about some shit. I know I'm late to the goddamn party, but me and my girl finally got the chance last night to check out Snow White, um, and part of Captain America. But you know what I'm saying? That movie Snow White, when it first released, it got a lot of backlash. I'm seeing all different types of shit about it in the comment section. You hear me on the different platforms, whether it be IG, YouTube, TikTok. And honestly, this topic is just did that movie receive too much hate, bro? That's what I'm getting at. Cause first off, I was baffled by the amount of people that just so happened to seem like they were just hating on it out of the blue is a good way to say it, or they were just riding the motherfucking bandwagon as most people tend to do nowadays. No one wants to be a trendsetter or a fucking, you know what I'm saying? No one wants to be the person to take the initiative and the lead their own lives and be unique in themselves. But that's a whole different concept, story, and conversation. That's what I'm saying. God damn. But yeah, man. So you know what I'm saying? We finally watched that shit, and it's crazy because that movie got like a Rotten Tomato score of like 1.9 or some shit, bro, which is crazy for a Disney movie. Like y'all know that shit. Y'all know all y'all out there that have seen like countless Disney movies since you know your first days on this earth borderline. You hear me? Like y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all know that that is unheard of for Disney movies. Like usually the Disney do well, bro. And then Snow White, something like that, like a classic ass story, motherfucker. That shit has been sampled constantly, like the music and shit. Like that shit is almost baffling. Well, I can understand a little bit where people are coming from because the movie wasn't exactly a remake because there was a whole bunch of stuff in the movie, like a whole bunch of scenes that never happened in the original Snow White. A couple scenes, and it's like they almost. Oh my god, I wouldn't say. Cause I told my girl it's almost like, you know what I'm saying. Snow White is known for being like innocent, and Snow White pure as the fucking driven snow or some shit. And it's almost like I wouldn't say they turned her into a harlot because that is not the word I'm trying to use here, and that's kind of fucked up to say, but it's almost like, first off, from when I remember Snow White, I could be leaving some parts out, but I don't remember there being two kisses in Snow White. I'm saying I don't remember there being one kiss. Not saying that makes you a bad person, nothing like that. You remember that's some whole other conversation, a whole other different topic and story. We ain't even gonna get into that. I'm not gonna lie. We ain't even finna get into that shit. That's some bullshit. But yo, man. So it's like, man, oh my god. So that movie is just interesting, bro. Like a whole different. There's a bunch of different scenes. The Dark Woods part, I already know what to expect. I already pretty much knew what to expect when I saw that shit. Cause that part creeped me the fuck out as a kid. Like I remember that part and the part where the oh my god, that's the crazy part. But this how you know I watched that movie so long ago that I thought I never knew that the old lady that came to give her the apple was just her mother in disguise. Because that's how, bro. I must have watched Snow White like at like 5 years old or some shit or 6 years old. You know what I'm saying? And I rarely revisit that movie because that movie came out in like the 30s or 40s or something like that. So it's like, bro, but that was just never my cup of tea, is a good way to say it. And it was, it's kind of freaking disturbing if you think about the story. But there was a couple things that were slightly different. I don't want to ruin the movie for people. But fuck that. The movie been out for a minute, bro. Fuck y'all. I gotta say it, but it's like, yo, honestly, bro, there's a couple things that could have pissed people off. And what I'm thinking is one of the first things that pissed people off was, oh my god. Okay, first off, oh my god, I don't know how to say this, but the dwarves, like, see, this is the weird thing about the movie. There was a lot of short people in the movie, but none of the short people played dwarves, so it was fucking weird. But I'm also thinking like I don't think it's possible for a short person to be a height of the dwarves and fucking Snow White. So I think that's the reason that they were like CGI or animated, whatever the hell they were. You know, but at the same time, that shit was fucking weird. I came and then making dopey damn talk. That was a whole bunch of weird shit, bro. Whole bunch of fuck shit going on. I can't even lie, but there were good moments too. I liked a lot of the music in the movie, and I knew a couple. I fuck with the music heavily. I can't even lie. Like the main song was stuck in my head to this morning. The fucking my daughter's daughter, what the fuck, my dad's daughter. Man, saying, wishing on a fucking, anyway, whatever. But that shit was stuck in my head for like a whole 24-hour time frame. So the music in that movie is very good. I can't even lie. It was weird, but you know what I'm saying? She don't really get what a prince, which is fucking bizarre. I can't even lie. That's like the first Disney princess. It's almost like they try to make her like, I don't even know. It's almost like they're trying to make her like come off as like a rebel, like a rebel or something, or more rebellious. I'm not explaining it. Even though it's not what they were intending, I'm assuming in the beginning because she seems so innocent. But it's just very odd. That's the best way to say it. Like, what the heck? It's very odd. Like, how you go from a prince to a freaking bandit? That's all I got to say. That shit's crazy, dog. And very shocking on the Disney part. I can't even lie. Yeah, but I think the movie itself wasn't bad, and it doesn't deserve a 1-star rating. Motherfucker, it might deserve like a 5 or some shit because the new scenes weren't necessarily that bad. They were very interesting. A lot of violence or more violence than you would think. But I'm also thinking if they're, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they added the violence into the movie because the girl mama, or no, not mama, the girl fucking stepmama, whatever the fuck, evil witch lady, already wants to kill her, motherfucker. This shit is insinuated, so it's like, motherfucker, why not add some violence to this shit? Spice it up a little bit. That's pretty much what they're going for. And the original Snow White, because the movie felt like it was going at a really fast pace, and then it got me to thinking, like, bro, the original Snow White, if you think about it, the story wasn't really that long. It's kind of like a basic ass fucking story. If you think about it, she gets out the castle, dude trying to kill her, let her go. Remember, she go run through the goddamn woods type shit. She stumbles upon the house. Real talk, like, you know what I'm saying? She meets the dwarves, you know? And then after that, I honestly couldn't tell you. They singing and dancing and cleaning up and shit. And goddamn, the evil lady asked who's the fairest of them all, you know? So it's all pretty much the same, but they just added more scenes to make the movie feel more, you know? I feel like they added extra scenes just for time purposes. I feel like because the original story is so short, bro. Like we already halfway through the movie if you think about it. Just from this part, and the movie just began. So that's the best way to say it. Or halfway through the story, you know. So yeah, man, I didn't think it deserved a 1, maybe like a 5 or a 6 type shit, and that's what we gonna give. We gonna give it a 5. No, we gonna give it a 5.5 to 6, dog. You're like, I almost want to flip a damn coin in this shit because it's really hard because the music is good. It wasn't. I'm gonna get that shit a 6, bro. Fuck you. I feel like people just hated the lady who was the main protagonist so much that they let that shit get into their head, and we was all talking about politics and life and the future and this and during this time period they had us blinded how they wanted. I'm not gonna lie. And whatever, bro. That's a whole different conversation. I ain't want to get into that shit. But yeah, man, they had us blinded how they wanted, and they got what they wanted, and they ruined a couple people's lives in the process. Like it's like, motherfucker, you can't. Once you start to bring somebody's religious views and political views into shit, especially in the media, it just becomes lame, bro. I can't even lie. Like motherfucker needs to keep that shit separated. Real talk, and that's my stance on that shit. People hated the lady so much, but she really had a nice voice or a beautiful voice, as I would say. And there was some hits in that bitch. I can't even hi ho. I can't even hit that bitch, bro. That shit stuck in my head too. Hi ho, hi ho. That shit stuck in my head hard right now. Like Lord. But anyway, I'ma let y'all continue with y'all's beautiful day and evenings and do whatever the heck you do, whether you be at work, chilling, not chilling, whether you at work working or chilling in the crib or whatever the heck you doing. You already know how the heck we rocking. I had to clean it up for the young ones who might be watching. Although I probably cussed a whole bunch of shit, a whole bunch of times in this. I have no idea. I struggle with that because I've been using cuss words as a filler for my stutter. I can't even lie. Y'all probably in some of these videos, y'all probably don't even notice I have a stutter, even though I just hit it just now. But you never know. It's random. I feel like it's when I get nervous and anticipation, but. Y'all already know how the heck we rocking this big Sage Life, man. Sage Life. And I'm gone, man. I'll be back on another one. And I'm going to have a couple YouTube videos and TikTok videos and maybe Instagram videos dropping for y'all today. That's how we rocking shit. Love, y'all. Get that movie a 6. Stop all the fucking hating and slander. Disney could never go wrong, even though some shit was kind of. Stop the hating. Love. Yeah, damn.